Hello everyone and welcome to a severely demotivated talking back. We have reached 3,400 subscribers, which is amazing! And we have gotten our first strike, which is not. It's not amazing. In fact, it sucks. But I already made a whole fucking video talking about that and all the other stuff, and I am still setting up the Twitch stuff. So this week's live stream on Thursday should be happening, twitch.tv/DeckerLink. But I'm not going to ramble about that. I'm not going to go on and on and on about the same shit always over and again. So let's just get to the fucking comments and get the fuck... Let's just do it and go home, okay? I don't want to sound ungrateful. I really am grateful for all the support and all the glare. Oh my god. And all the support and whatnot that you guys have given me. It really means a lot. It just sucks that this episode has to coincide when I'm in the middle of this whole entire, like, demotivating shit. And, I literally have no... I don't use tags anymore. I've just stopped using tags on my videos. I'm still going to use the custom thumbnails and the titles and the description, but I took out the suicide hotline from the description because I feel like I was getting dinged for having the word suicide in the description. It's not PC to help people, I guess. Right.
Pink Tiki says, I wish Amorous would just update.
It has been a long time since Amorous got an update. I am curious, what if I go to the website right now, what will be there? On November 19th, they actually came out with a thing to celebrate reaching the completion of all our dateable characters. We have begun the application process to get a safer work version greenlit for Steam. This means your save data will be synced with the Steam cloud, profile, wallpapers, emotes, icons, achievements, and a way better download system than what we currently provide. Not safe for work content can still be patched back in with a simple text file to unlock the juicy bits. Steam approval process takes 30 to 40 days, so in the meantime we're going to work hard to make the absence of smut still an enjoyable experience and have content for you to upload to YouTube. Now that is cool. Okay, so that happened about a month ago. So I'm subscribed to this. I follow this page. Why didn't I get a notification of that? That's weird. But yeah, so 1.0 will be on Steam. So whenever that happens, I'll make a video covering it and see what all changed and what didn't. But yeah, cool deal. Alvaro Osorio says, I am confused on why you're raging, Decker. I personally think Yujiro was justified in punching the MC. I wouldn't have punched the MC, but if I did what he did, I would allow them to do it to me. First of all, that's easy to say when you aren't the one getting punched in the face, because a punch in the face is very cliche. Like it happens all the time in media of all kinds, so it seems blasé. But when you get punched in the face, like it means more than just being like, oh whoop, nah. Like there's more to it than that. Second, as someone else mentioned in the comments, like the trope is very common in Japanese anime and other forms of whatever, of punching someone as a form of getting back at them for something and then going right into forgiveness. Someone even referenced a scene where apparently it happened in Naruto. But problem with that is this way was terrible. This didn't do it right. I don't think that trope is a good one. I think this is a fucked up version of a bad trope, because the main character was practically forced into doing something because he was pressured by not only peer pressure but his boss to do something for someone he cares for deeply that he didn't want to do, and then tried to make the best out of it, and then gets punched for his troubles, and then no, absolutely not. No. It was stupid. It was fucking stupid. Damn you, Amron says, I don't think I've been featured in a talking back in a long time. Well, you fucking have now. Squeaky wheel gets the oil moving the fuck on. Joro the Typhlosion says, so many vids in one day. Time to nut. And then later they said, damn it, Dad. Calm down with the uploads. My nuts are tired. Okay, yeah. Okay, yes. There was a lot of fucking re-uploading, and I appreciate those who did not run away when that happened. I I lost a lot of subscribers and a shit ton of views, obviously, because those videos are probably the most viewed on the channel. So I lost a lot of views and subs because of that, because when you mass upload shit, people will freak the fuck out. They're like, this is burying all my other stuff in my feed, and if you got notifications on, you're just getting ding, 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 just shit all the time. So I don't blame people for running the fuck away, but those who didn't, I appreciate that. I believe I got all of them, the last one being Chemo Coliseum. I probably missed a few, so those will probably get mentioned at some point. But yeah, and I mean, and those of you who are subscribed to Decker Jack, which you should, because that at this point is a backup channel, in case shit goes down here. I'm gonna be uploading everything onto that channel. Every video that I care about will be backed up onto my computer and my external hard drives, and uploaded onto that channel. And that's how I do the Patreon perks of the Patreon perk of early access. It gets uploaded to Decker Jack as unlisted, and then yeah, I put the link to that on Patreon for patrons only. And then once it goes public on Decker Link, I was just deleting it off Decker Jack, but now I'm just gonna make it public, so it'll be public on 2 fucking channels at the same time, doubling the content on. But yeah, duplicates aren't really that big of a problem, especially since I'm the one doing both of them. So it's a little confusing and a little weird, but yeah, it's fucking weird. It's really dumb. What I'll probably do is just upload everything that's on this channel now to that channel, but like keep them unlisted so that I can just mass public all of them in case this channel goes down out of nowhere. That way, people who are subscribed to that channel don't just get 2 fucking notifications every time a video comes up. So that'll be what's going to happen going forward. Leo of the Wing says, oddest childhood memory? My oddest childhood memory. That is a weird one because it depends on your definition of odd. Because I've had a lot of weird shit happen to me. A lot of non-normal things have happened to me. But probably, when I was thinking of odd things, I thought of like embarrassing moments or scary moments. But one moment isn't anything but weird and or disturbing. I used to have this friend. I won't mention their name, but they lived next door to me, and he was a big fan of John Cena. That has nothing to do with the story, but I'm setting the stage here. He was a big fan of John Cena. He was a few years younger than I was, and we were kids at the time. So I was probably middle school. He was elementary school. But we would hang out because he was raised very loosely, more dragged up than brought up. So he had a very mature sense of humor and a very adult-themed head. Which is not good. It was spawned of abuse, and it's not pleasant. And it led to him making a lot of bad decisions. But one of them was another kid had moved into town that was the same age as him, and this kid was a little more sheltered, but was also very impressionable. And we were all hanging out one day, and what's up, Aaron? We were all hanging out one day, and they were talking about, of course you fucking shut up now. I'm telling an embarrassing story, and of course you show up at this exact moment. My friend had been talking about, he had apparently watched a special video that his parents did not want him watching, and that he should not have been watching. Let me get that clear. And he wanted to know, he wanted to experience it, basically. It's so phenomenally fucking awkward. Long story short is, we were walking back home, and there was this old outhouse that was in the middle. It was in a backyard of an old business that wasn't even open anymore. and was not active as far as I'm aware, but it was a small room that you could go inside and just close the door behind you and be alone. And so we're walking home. Those two vanished, and I didn't know where they went. And finally, I was like, "Where the fuck are you guys?" And I find them. I hear noises coming from the outhouse. So I'm like, "Oh, he's probably just taking a shit." Wait, that outhouse isn't open anymore. He shouldn't be shitting in it. And then I hear two voices coming from inside. I'm like, "Oh fuck, they're not. Why are you out here during this story?" Food. So I walked in on my friend giving a blowjob to this other kid, and they were both in fucking elementary school, and it was awkward. Glad you were around for that. I'm glad you all know that shit too now. Christ. And now you leave. At the very end of the story. I'm done. Oh my god, I'm done. I'm fucking done. The last fucking time I'm telling a story. God damn it. So yeah, I would consider that an odd childhood fucking memory. Christ.
Jason the Fox says, will you ever do videos on a game like Watch Dogs 2 or Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Siege?
Probably not. Not for any particular reason. But, not for any particular reason. But, I just don't really have any interest in playing those games. I want to play games that interest me, but what does interest me is playing games that are outside of my repertoire and just in filming my extreme lack of ability and experience in those games. I think that would be funny. So maybe one day, but not anytime soon. What is the best video game mechanic you ever played with? That's an odd question. What is the best video game mechanic that I've played around with? I think the best video game mechanic that I can think of is the sphere grid from Final Fantasy X. It's a little convoluted, but the reason I really like this game mechanic is because you can, through however you can play that way. Like, there's almost no restriction on what character can learn certain abilities, unless they're like way out of fucking left field. But it's all on a grid. I'll show a picture of the grid here, and you got your characters in their spots, and when you get certain, you can basically get attributes from in all these different trees on this grid to apply them towards your character. And if you prefer doing magic, you can all get them in that direction, or if you prefer brawl or melee, you can do that. It's basically like a badge system, or an equip system, but amplified. I think it's the presentation's a bit awkward, yes, but I think that is probably the best game mechanic, because it puts so much power in the hands of the players that I have not seen a game outmatch it. Which video would you watch from your channel and why? One furry and one non. The thing is, I don't like watching my own stuff, and my general philosophy, one of my many bits of YouTuber advice that when someone asks for advice, I tell them, is make something that you would want to watch. And I would want to watch someone playing these games, and maybe even voicing them and doing the bombastic personality that I do. The reason I don't want to watch my stuff is because it's me. It's stuff like that. But if I had to watch stuff from my channel, I would probably watch some of the older stuff. Because for me, it's very nostalgic. I've been doing videos since 2003, and there were very few videos from back then that have survived at all, let alone be on YouTube. And so going back and watching just old stuff I really like. Probably I don't even know if it's on YouTube anymore, but I like watching the Fazoli's breadstick challenge. That'd probably be my choice for the non-furry one. And then for a furry video, I remember liking the I remember liking episode 14 of Amorous, formerly titled 50 Shades of Dustin. I don't remember why I liked that one, but if I was like, I have to watch an old video of mine that has to do with furries, I'd probably choose that one just because I have some reason in my head as to why I remember liking it. I'm not doing a voice for this one because it's convoluted. You've been invited to a party and decided to go. When you arrive, you don't see anyone you recognize. What do you do at the party? A. Go socialize. B. Eat all the food. C. Dance. D. Hang out casually. I think it's obvious which one I would do. I think it is obviously hang out casually. I don't I don't like eating in front of people. I have terrible anxiety, especially when I'm at a party that I don't know anyone. Dance? Hell no. So I'd probably just like sit on a couch, maybe like be on my phone a little bit, just chill. Just try to relax and focus on the fact that I'm not surrounded by a bunch of fucking strangers. Probably wouldn't be at that party for long.
Dozer asks, how you feeling about YouTube, and how you feel about Lagoon Lounge?
Recording a lot today. That Dozer voice did not sound right, but okay, Wamu, let's just keep going. How I feel about YouTube, I feel pissed. About YouTube, I feel confused, I feel betrayed, I feel upset. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I don't know how to do it right. And I'm right now just waiting for an alternative to come up. I really... I'm thinking Twitch is probably that alternative, but for the time being, I'm going to take this as an opportunity to try to get away from being defined as the porn channel, because Cothrix had this, the Kothcast, and there was some bit about reviewing porn, and I was like, ooh, reviewing porn, that's interesting. And I was like making a joke, and then someone I don't even recognize, I didn't recognize them as a commenter. They might be. I feel bad if they are, but I didn't even recognize their username. Was like, isn't that basically your channel? Maybe you could help them out. I was like, oh shit. I have a reputation that exceeds my immediate viewers as being the porn guy. Fuck. And while I don't think there's anything wrong with being casual about mature topics, I don't think there's anything wrong with treating it like the perfectly natural thing it is. I don't think there's anything wrong with talking about it openly and honestly. I also feel like I do more than that and would not like to be tied down to it. That's probably one of the many reasons, or a lot of reasons, why I don't want to open up a Pornhub account just so I could post my videos that are uncensored there. Not only is that way more trouble than it's worth, but it's like, you know what, it's too much work to put into being defined the wrong way. I want to be fine and accepting of it, but I'm not like, this isn't my hill to die on. I will show porn in these almost exclusively free games. No. If you're that desperate to see it, then fucking Google it. It's out there, but I don't have to be that source, and I'd rather have fun than fucking force myself to do hours and hours of extra work on multiple websites just so that I can show a dick. Like, it's not fucking worth it. It's not fucking worth it. And then, of course, they also asked how you feel about Lagoon Lounge. I feel like it has a lot of the same problems I had with Morinatsu, and that it's a very Japanese style of humor and timing and pacing, which isn't inherently a bad thing, obviously. The problem comes in the translation. We're in Morinatsu in a bit more of a literal sense, because that English translation was not good. The problem is that in the leaps of logic that I just can't wrap my mind around. I can't wrap my mind around certain tropes that crop up in those games, like the revenge blowjob or the revenge punch in the face or stuff like that. I can't wrap my mind around those tropes Whether it's me personally, whether it's a westernized thing, whether it's an American thing, I don't know. But it very much is styled for the market that it came from, and for people who can enjoy that style. And there's nothing wrong with the style. Again, it's not inherently bad that it is Japanese-centric in its approach to humor and plot. The problem is that when dealing with certain topics, like the revenge blowjob, I can't agree with it. I can't gel with that trope. I can't do it. And I refuse to have it be normalized in my experience. If you want to enjoy it, go ahead. I won't tell you what is and isn't wrong. As long as you're not hurting anyone else, I don't give a shit. You enjoy what you want. But I don't have to like it for me. And so I won't. I won't even try to like something I don't, just for the sake of appeasing people who like a popular game. I won't say anything about you liking it, so hopefully you can give me the same mindset when you're referring to me as far as me not liking it. Hope you can give me that same respect. But anyway, so that basically wraps up this episode of Talking Back. Fuck me. I've got a lot more work to do, so episodes are probably going to be a little more spaced out. I'm still fucking sick. I'm taking probiotics. I'm trying to rest, and nothing is working. I might have to get my gallbladder taken out. I'm going in for an ultrasound here soon, and we're going to get some blood work done and all that other stuff, and it's kind of freaking me the fuck out. And every time I come back, every time I make a video, and I mention how sick I am, I always get a comment like, dude, stop making the videos. Just chill out. Get better, and you'll be fine. I'm just scared that, you know, me being sick is taking so long that if I take forever to make a video because I am taking off the entire time I'm sick, then it might be a long time, because I have had this problem of the digestive problems for months. Many months, and I'm burping a lot more, and I don't know what the fuck is going on, but for the duration of me feeling shitty, no diarrhea pun intended, the episodes will be spaced out more, and I will not blame you if you decide to leave because you are not getting your daily videos anymore. I will do videos when I feel like I can, but I can't put my health on hold while I try to record. I really want to. I really do. I feel terrible about that, but that is unfortunately where I am right now. But I'm gonna keep trying. I'm gonna keep doing what I can. Just rest assured that what you are getting is the most that I can possibly give you. I'm not sitting here be like, oh, I could record right now. Nah, fuck them. I don't give a shit. I'm not blowing you guys off. I am doing everything I can at the pace that I can, and still being responsible while doing it. And you guys have shown nothing but understanding for that, and it really means a lot to me that you guys understand and care. So thank you all very much for watching this episode of Talking Back. Hopefully by the next one, things will be better. As of recording this, we're already at 34:40, so I don't know how long it'll be until the next one, but yeah. Until then, ladies and gentlemen, I have been the trained unprofessional, speaking for the voices in my head when I say until next time. Fare thee well. Bye, everyone! Subscribe to my Twitch, twitch.tv/DeckerLink. Better be putting all the episodes up there, too. They got video hosting, so maybe I'll just fucking go there, because YouTube is